friends. Welcome to the fully seated variation of the Thanksgiving flow. Today I'm using two steady chairs, so they're two foldable chairs, a yoga mat to keep them nice and grounded, and I'm using a bolster. You can use whatever you have at home. You can use pillows, you can use a folded blanket, and we'll get started. You can begin seated on the edge of your seat. Find a comfortable seated position. Should be nice and upright. And we'll begin by closing the eyes and breathing for a moment, just focusing on our breath. Notice how you feel today. Notice your energy level, notice any sensations in your body, just how you're showing up right now in this present moment. You can send your hands to your heart and take a moment to think of what you're grateful for today. It is Thanksgiving. It's a nice time to reflect on your gratitude, all the things that we do have in our lives that we're grateful for. Close your eyes and just allow these things to come up from the heart. Like I said in my other class, I'm so grateful for all of you for watching this video, for practicing yoga for arthritis with me. It is such a blessing. When you're ready, you can let it go. Relax the arms and the hands in your lap. And we're going to take one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly, or both hands on the belly. Breathe in, allow the belly to expand. Soften the belly and exhale, gently pull belly to spine. As we exhale the air out of the belly, inhale, breathe in, relax the belly. And exhale, gently pull belly to spine and relax the shoulders. We'll take a few more rounds on our own with our breath. During this time of year, there's a lot of eating. It's Thanksgiving, so please do this practice on an empty stomach first thing in the morning, or wait to digest at least 3 hours, even 4 hours before practicing yoga. It's very important. Let's take one more breath, just like that. Inhale, expand, exhale, gently pull belly to spine. And relax and come back to your natural breath. We'll begin this practice in child's pose. Make sure they're on the edge of your seat. Your knees are slightly opened. If you don't have a bolster, you don't have to use a bolster. You're going to breathe in, lengthen the spine, and then send your forearms down to your chair. Relax your head so your neck is completely relaxed. If this is too far down for you, you can come to the hands if that's available to you, and just keep your gaze down, grounding, and use your bolster to place your forehead on your bolster. Relax the palms facing up. That's another variation. And just breathe for a few breaths here in child's pose to begin our practice. Relax the body and mind. deep, full inhales and exhales. Send that breath to any areas of tension as you exhale, relax. Release that tension. When you're ready, you can gently lift the head, press into your hands, and take your time to walk your hands back up the thighs. Come into a nice tall posture. You can heel toe the feet back to parallel. You can remove the bolster if you're using one. Just put it over here, you don't need it. And we'll bring our hands to our knees for a gentle cat and cow. Breathe in. Allow the belly to expand, gently arch the back, exhale round. Inhale. Lift the heart and exhale to round the spine vertebra by vertebra. And gently pull belly to spine as you exhale and round. Take a few more. We're warming up the spine. You should feel good at releasing any tension in the body. And come back to center, nice and tall. We're going to come into downward facing dog. So inhale, lengthen the spine, ground into the feet. We're going to lift the arms up if that's available to us, as tall as it's comfortable for the arms. If it's not comfortable for the arms, place the hands to the heart. Breathe in, downward facing dog. Exhale to fold over the legs. We can take a halfway fold with our forearms to our thighs. Relax the head. Breathe here in your forward fold. You can send the hands into prayer to make a little cushion for the forehead. You can also release the arms down to touch the feet, the ankles or the shins. Just relax the neck and head completely. Exhale fully in your fold. Breathe in. And exhale, soften. 2 more full breaths. Wherever you are. You can slowly walk your hands to your thighs, peel the chest up, breathe in. Nice tall posture, mountain pose, palms face forward, arms by our sides, shoulders are melting down the back. You can feel a nice tall posture in mountain. The shoulders are over the hips. Our chin is parallel to the earth. You have the option for the next pose to take it seated or standing, hovering over your chair. It's called chair pose. It's a great posture to create strength in the quads and the legs. But if you want to take it seated, that's fine. Come back into your pose right here, just like downward facing dog. Open up the shoulders. Breathe in, gazing forward. And if you're taking it standing, you can slowly press up through the feet. You're going to hover over your seat, just like this. Breathe in, breathe out. And only do it for as long as you can without any pain. You should feel all the muscles working. You can bring your hands down to your heart. When you're ready, you can make sure that your chair's behind you. And sit back down. We'll come back into forward fold. Breathe in. Exhale to fold over the leg. Halfway fold. Or full fold. Inhale to bring our hands to the thighs and peel the chest up. Coming into runner's lunge, modified runner's lunge. Send the knee into the chest, right or left leg, whichever one is fine. You can grab the leg underneath with your hands and slowly send it back down. Breathe in. Exhale, left leg into the chest. Breathe in. And exhale down. Very good. Inhale your right leg over the left, if that's comfortable. Get nice and tall in the body. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to twist, sending your elbow to the opposite side of your thigh. Breathing in, you can send your hands to heart. Keep lifting your chest, opening up the heart. Breathe in. Breathe out. And a nice little revolve twist. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Come back to center and help yourself and send the knee down. And come back with 2 feet planted. Breathe in. And out. I like to ground myself with the 2 feet, leveling out the hips and the spine before I go to the other side. Breathe in, lift the left leg over the right. Make sure that your right foot is planted on firmly on your mat. Get nice and tall. Inhale. Lengthen the spine and twist. Send your elbow to the thigh. Hands can come to heart, and we're going to breathe, lengthening and opening up the chest. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in, breathe out. It's a nice little twist. It's good for digestion. It's good for releasing tension in the spine. We're going to inhale, lengthen, get nice and tall. Relax the arms and slowly lift the knee back down. Coming back to ground both feet on the floor, 2 sit bones on our chair. And we're just going to breathe. You can stay right here if this feels good to you. We have the option to stay here and focus on engaging our core during the plank pose, or we can actually take plank with our chairs in a plank position. You only need one of your chairs. I'm just going to use the one in front of me because that makes the most sense. Coming into tabletop like you would on all fours on the ground on your yoga mat. Step 1 foot back at a time. So we're creating the plank pose. Lift the back body, engage through the core, and breathe. If this doesn't feel good on the hands, you can come down to your forearms. So take your time to come into a position that feels good for the body. You can come down to the forearms if that feels good to you. Maybe you can add an extra folded blanket on the elbows if that feels better. Step back, plank pose. Breathe and gaze down towards your seat. Inhale, exhale. And when you're ready, you can walk the legs back, walk the feet back, come back to all fours right here. The hips over the ankles, your wrists are right underneath your shoulders. Breathe here in all fours. When you're ready to come up, walk your hands to your thighs, peel the chest up, mountain pose, breathe. Send your hands to either sides of your chair, if that feels comfortable to you, or to your lower back for support. Slowly squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the heart, coming into a gentle cobra. You can keep your head in line with your spine or lift the chin slightly. Breathe in and breathe out. Come back to center. Lift the arms up for downward facing dog. Pull belly to spine. Head in line with the spine. Good. And then we'll exhale to come back to center. Runner's lunge, knee to chest. Keep a nice tall posture. Lift the heart, hand lower down. Inhale, exhale, left knee into the chest. And lower down. Send the right knee up on top of the other side. Breathe in, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist to the right. Send your elbow, we're locking it in. Hands to heart in prayer pose. Shoulders are soft, gaze is soft. Breathe in and out. Inhale, lengthen the spine, come back to center, relax the hands. Send the leg down. Inhale, left leg over the right. Make sure your right foot is planted. Inhale. Lengthen through the spine. Exhale to twist. Opposite elbow to opposite thigh. Outside of the thigh. Just like in the variation we took kneeling on the ground on our yoga mat in the other class. Keep lengthening through the crown of your head. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Just a nice little twist. Inhale, come back to center. Relax the hands. Send the knee back down, foot back down. Ground both sides. Mountain pose. Mountain is a beautiful pose to take a pause. Notice how you feel. Do we want to continue? Do we want to take a break or stop? It's important to listen to our bodies. From mountain, we'll take downward facing dog. Breathe in, lengthen as we hinge forward. Arms in line with the ears. Exhale, return back to center. Warrior one. And then send our right leg out in front of us. Flex the foot. If that feels good, you can keep it on your yoga mat. Lift the arms straight up for warrior one. Breathe in, think about your posture and lengthening. Send the shoulders down your back and take a few mindful breaths. Very good. Breathe in and breathe out. Hands come down. Step your foot back in line with the other. We'll come into a variation of warrior two. We'll open up the thigh. So our feet are perpendicular to one another. And we'll open up the arms to shoulder height or a little bit lower for our warrior two. Breathe in. Breathe out. Flip the front palm. Lengthen through the spine and reach forward until you can't anymore, and then flip the palm for a nice little gentle back bend. You can hold on to the side of your chair. Breathe in. And then exhale, we'll come into our side angle pose. Send your forearm to the inside of your thigh and reach the opposite arm overhead. Feel a side body stretch. Relax the head in line with your spine. Good. Inhale, gaze down to come back up. Send your arms back, parallel to the earth. This should feel good. We're going to slowly send the hands in a T, the arms in a T, to come into a variation of triangle. You don't have to come into a deep side bend. Only go as far as it's comfortable. Your arm is to the inside of your knee. Then inhale to come back to center. Lower the hands back down and send the knees back to center. We'll do the same variation on the other side. Come into your mountain pose. Breathe in, downward facing dog. Hinge forward with the arms and the hips. And then exhale, come back to center. Send your left leg extended. The toes are pointing towards you. The heel is on your yoga mat. Slight bend in the knee. Lift the arms up, warrior one. Shoulders melt down the back. Take a few breaths here. Stay in your warrior one. I'm just going to move my chair so you can see me, the variation on the other side clearer. Come back to center. Relax the foot in line with the other ground. We're going to open up the right leg. So again, the same thing. Our knees are pointing to opposite sides. Send the arms in line with the yoga mat or a little lower. Breathe in, get nice and tall. And exhale, relax. Warrior two. So the variation of warrior two seated. You're going to flip your palm, the one that's facing your knee, out to the side, and you're going to go as far as you can forward, and then send the palm up and grab onto your chair gently. Take a little gentle side bend. You don't have to use your arm at all if this doesn't feel good. Just listen to your body. And then come back here to warrior two. We'll take side angle, send your forearm to your inner thigh. Reach your top arm overhead for side angle pose. Relax the shoulders. You should feel a stretch all the way from the hip, all the way up the side body. Inhale to come back to center, warrior two. Gazing over your fingers, flip that palm. Reach nice and tall through the spine. Hinge forward, and we're going to tee the arms. We're not going to go that far coming into Trikonasana, triangle pose. So you don't have to go that far. So listen to how it feels in the body to come down into that pose. If your neck is comfortable, you can gaze up towards your fingers. But if you have any neck injuries, keep your head in line with your spine. One more breath. Come back to center, breathe in. And relax the arms. Send your knee back to center. Ground the 2 feet on your yoga mat. Breathe in and out. Notice how you feel in your seated position. I like to notice how my practice is going, how I feel at the end of my practice. I have a few more poses before closing. I'm going to send one leg over the other, flex the toes towards you. If this doesn't feel good, you can also send your foot to a block right next to your foot. You can send it up. Protect your knee. You can hold your knee with your hand. Flex your toes towards you. Breathe in, long spine. Slowly hinge the hips forward. So we're leaning forward a little bit with our upper body to feel stretch in the glute. Keep these toes flexed towards you. The further forward you go with this, the more of a stretch you're going to feel. So if you need to back off, come back to a upright position. Stay here for a few breaths until you start to relax. And relax in the hip, relax in the knee, the ankle. When you're ready, you can come back to center. Take your time to send that leg back down. Ground both feet. Send the opposite leg over the other. Flex your toes. You can see it's a little bit different for me on this side. Really, please focus on avoiding pain. Doesn't matter if it looks a little bit different. Just want to honor your body. If it doesn't feel good to lean forward from the hips, then just stay upright and relax and breathe. few mindful breaths on this side as we feel a stretch in our glute. When you're ready, you can slowly relax the leg back down. We'll come into a very gentle twist. Breathe in to lengthen. Exhale to twist to one side. Relax the hands. You don't have to hold on to anything, but you can just relax the hands. I have my hand grabbing onto the back of the chair because it's comfortable. I'm not forcing anything. And just focus on lengthening as you breathe in, and then as you exhale, we're twisting from the torso. Keep softening the shoulders. Inhale to come back to center, and exhale. Inhale, lengthen the body. Exhale to twist. Relax the hands where they want to fall. And breathe in and out in your twist. Your head is the last thing to turn if that's comfortable. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist. When you're ready, inhale to come back to center and relax. Send one knee into the chest, give yourself a little squeeze. Send one knee into the chest, give yourself a little squeeze. You can send your nose towards your knee. Just for like a little stretch, and we're gonna relax all the way back in our chair. You can grab your other one if you want. Get comfortable. Make sure your legs are really supported, your knees are very supported. Allow the feet to relax, turned out, palms facing up on the lap. Close your eyes. We're in Shavasana on our chairs. If you don't have a second chair, you can just sit upright, but your back is supported by your chair. Your palms are facing up on your lap. And we'll just breathe. You can do a little tense and release here on our chairs. You can lift one leg, flex the feet, lift, lift, lift just a half an inch and drop it. Relax. Let's do it on the other side. You can tense the feet, the legs, lift it off the chair a little bit and open up, relax. Breathe in. And as you exhale, gently press the lower back to your chair. Press, 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 and relax. Squeeze the glutes together on your chair. Squeeze, 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 and relax. Send the shoulders up to your ears. And drop them down. You can make gentle fists with our hands. Lift the arms, lift, lift, lift. And relax. You can send them back to our thighs. You can squeeze all the muscles of your face to the middle. Breathe in, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Exhale, open your mouth, stick out your tongue, look back. Lion's breath, let's do that again. Squeezing all the muscles of the face, breathe in. Exhale. Lion's breath. Again, gently turn your head to one side and the other. Just take your time. When you're ready, you can come into your final relaxation, into stillness and silence just for a few minutes. Focusing on your breath. If you need an anchor to come back to. Very slowly, you can start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe make some circles with the ankles and the wrists on one side and the other. Very, very mindfully float open the eyes slowly. And very slowly send one foot back down to the floor if you were in a two-seated Shavasana. Come back to the edge of your seat in a nice tall posture. Lift the arms overhead for a full body stretch, stretch, stretch. And relax. Thank you so much for practicing this Thanksgiving flow seated with me and using props like our chairs. I hope that you enjoyed this class, and if you did, then please give it a thumbs up. Write a comment in the comment section below and let me know how this practice went for you.